we're going to see today the usages of past perfect progressive. So, we're going to start with a short exercise. Okay. Here, we have here some cards, and in those cards we have some phrasal verbs, the famous and unique phrasal verbs. So, and between parentheses we have the meaning of each one of them. So you're going to choose any of these cards, and you're going to make a sentence using the the required tense, and using this phrasal verb. For example, this: to drop out, leave the school. We generally use this phrasal verb when we want to say that someone leaves the school without ending the course, ending the career, or something like that. He or she abandoned the school or abandoned. So, for example, here, a sentence use past perfect with this phrasal verb. So, past perfect. This guy had dropped out the school after he realized he couldn't continue studying English, for example. So we're going to start with Juliet. So choose a card.
I'm not surprised. Okay. To ask around.
To ask around. Ask many people the same question. So, past perfect progressive. The easy
Okay.
one. The easy one.
Okay.
The
Past
first
perfect
one,
progressive.
around.
To ask
Past
around.
perfect
Okay.
progressive.
Okay. He he
He,
was asking around about his wallet.
his wallet. Okay.
I don't know. I can see.
Yes,
mm,
it is a wallet. Perfect.
Okay. It is
So
right? No?
he was asking around because we are talking about past perfect progressive. And what is the structure of past perfect progressive? Had been verb plus ing.
Uh,
Yes.
okay, yes. Uh,
Correct, and the sense of the sentence is totally correct, but the tense is past perfect progressive.
yes. Mm.
Mhm. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, again. Ask around and past perfect progressive.
Okay. He had been asking around
Yes.
uh, for his wallet.
Or about or for. Both are correct.
Okay. About his wallet.
About his wallet. Perfect. Totally correct. Thank you. Oof. So, Estela, choose one, please.
Um, the first one.
The first one to find out. So, past perfect simple.
Okay. Uh, Find out. Okay. Uh, Past perfect simple.
Yes.
Past perfect simple. Uh, I don't understand the picture. Is cars? Yes, a lot of
Are
cars.
in a traffic jam.
All right, traffic jam. Uh, it it had it had uh mm, no. I had I had
I
found
had some
out
what, sorry?
that I had found out that the traffic is terrible.
The traffic. Okay, let me. Uh, okay. I had found out. That the traffic
Found
was sorry
that the traffic is terrible.
was terrible. Okay, perfect. You used correctly the past perfect simple structure using auxiliary and the phrasal verb. Thank you, Stella. So,
Okay.
Vivi, Viviana, choose one
To take up.
to take up. Start. Shanana, past simple. Oh,
Okay. Hmm. Mm, ay, past simple. They. Ay,
mm-hmm.
espere, que es que no. Dice, ay, it's easy one.
Yes, the
Okay.
easiest.
They. They taken up. Es que no entiendo,
Yes,
profe. O sea, tengo que
to
hacer la
take
oración
up.
con el take up.
In
Take up.
past simple.
¿Sí? Entonces, they, past simple. Yes. The past that they is taken. No?
Taken? Taken is a
No.
participle.
Took. Sorry, took.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
This they took up
Took up.
as no took no okay. They took up
Mhm.
up what? Es que no sé. Start?
Start. Yes, this is the
Okay.
meaning. Start.
Okay. This they took up start.
Okay. They took up what? Sorry?
They took up the start.
They took up.
Es que no he entendido como el ejercicio, profe. O sea, yo
Tranquilo.
tengo que hacer la
Así
oración
como oración.
en pasado simple con to take up y start, pero el start, lo que está
No,
entre
el
paréntesis,
start no. No, el start no.
solamente es decir el take up en pasado simple.
Exactamente porque lo que está dentro de paréntesis es el significado
Empieza.
del phrasal verb.
Ok, ok. Entonces, sí, pues este sería solamente they took up. Pero tengo
Took
que
up.
complementar algo.
Por favor, sí, gracias. Sí, señora, lo más recomendable.
Entonces, they took up. No, they took up. Ay, es que no sé, they took up. Eh, their hands. I don't know.
Their what? Sorry,
Their hands. Their
their
hands.
cat.
Their hands. Their hands. Oh, ay, es que no sé. Es que
Their.
cogieron, pero cogieron. Es que no entiendo como la imagen. Como ellos.
There are a lot of people here. There are a lot of people.
Ajá.
You can use them as a subject. For example, they took
Vale, vale.
up to
Ajá.
study English. For example,
Ah, ok. Entonces, they took up to start a job, ¿no?
to they
Ay,
took
no.
up
No, profe, no entiendo la
they
ahí
took
sí.
up a new job. For example,
Ok.
a
Entonces,
new job. Ellos empezaron un nuevo trabajo.
ok. They
Lo que
took
estamos aquí
up
haciendo es
a new job.
reforzando como más vocabulario porque pues sí, sabemos lo que es start y sabemos cuál es el pasado de start, pero cuando hablamos de un phrasal verb es importante empezarlo a meter dentro de nuestras oraciones más comunes.
Ok.
Eso es. Oh,
Entonces,
thank you,
they
Vivi.
took up.
So, thank you have a new job. Verb. It happened. It is impossible. So, Juliet, please give me one card.
Um,
Hmm.
to throw away.
To throw away.
Yes.
So, past perfect.
It's following me. Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I I had been throwing away of all my old stuff.
Okay, perfect. That is cute. I had been throwing away all my old stuff.
Yes.
Perfect. Very well.
Thank
Congratulations.
Finally.
Thank you, Julie. So, Stella, please give me one.
Excuse me, teacher, it's me?
Yes, please. Give me one.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
Um, go over.
Go over. Okay. Yes. Past perfect continuous.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
past perfect continuous. Mm, okay, go over. Okay, uh, go over. This is a room, a
Yes.
room.
It's like a room. Untidy.
All right, it's a little, what is the word? The sound, no.
Go over.
Mm, okay,
Check carefully.
check carefully.
That is the meaning. When you're finding out so specifically and you carefully or you're looking for something.
Like if you are looking for something.
Yes. You are review, double checking and double checking to look for something. Mirar con
All
cuidado,
right.
estar revisando, tratando de
I
entender. I,
I had been
I had been,
I had been looking. No. Then I have to use the other gone.
yes, gone,
Uh, Gone. Yes. I have been. All right. Okay. Okay. I have been going. No. I have
yes,
just.
going,
I had been going
going,
uh, over.
over,
Mm, I have been over for my watch.
for my watch. Perfect. I had been going over for my watch. Perfect. Thank you, Stella. So, Vivi,
Okay.
another one.
Okay, to hand out. Hand out.
To hand out. Give something. Past progressive. So easy.
Okay, yes. I I was I was handing out a money.
Not for me.
Yes, I was handing out money for the homeless people.
For homeless people?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Vivi. I was handing out money for homeless people. Perfect. Yeah, all of you use properly the structure, so congratulations for that, girls. So we're going to do another exercise previous to this one. So, this is about past tenses. You're going to choose the best option according to the sentence. Could be past simple, could be past progressive, could be past perfect progressive, or past perfect simple. So, Juliet, what do you choose here? Simon watched or was watching Avengers Endgame.
This makes me cry because I want to see it, but I can't. My sister actually in this right moment is watching Avengers Endgame and I just ugh, whatever.
Wow. I cried a lot with this movie.
You have seen it already? Okay, don't talk to me.
Of course, the same Thursday. Of course. I bought the ticket 2 weeks ago.
No, I'm so envied right now. Okay, okay,
So,
okay. Okay. Simon was watching Avengers Endgame when his cell phone rang.
okay, let's Check. Perfect. A big event, which is in the background for the cell phone ring. Perfect. Thank you, Julie. So, Stella, please, this one. My mom tasted the pasta and I hadn't added or added salt. For that reason, she scolded me.
Right. My mom tastes the pasta and I hadn't added.
Hadn't added. Okay, let's check. Last class we saw that in both kind of verbs we use this structure, past perfect. Congratulations, Stella. Thank you. Bibi, this one. I had wanted to stay at home, but my dog needed to go out before it pooped in my dining room.
Okay.
So, Bibi, what do you choose?
Yes. Uh-huh. Uh, I was waiting to stay at home, but my dog
This one
was waiting,
was wanting?
waiting.
Okay, let's check. Oh my God. Do
Yes.
you remember that our last class was about the usages of past perfect simple? And one of those usages was change of mind. You had some plans, but suddenly other event crossed with those plans. And for that reason, we use had one. Había querido quedarme en casa, pero mi perro necesitaba salir antes de que se hiciera popó en mi comedor. No es fácil.
Okay.
No es fácil. So, you deserve a punishment. So, Vivi, you're going to name all these animals in order. Flamingo, camel, penguin, frog, crab. All of these. You're going to have 15 seconds to name all these ones. So, let me a moment, please. Chronometer. Oh, please. Okay. So you're going to have 15 minutes to name all of these. So start. 15 seconds, sorry. Bibi,
Sorry, me.
you deserve a punishment. So you're going to name
My
this
punishment.
animal. Yes, a
Teacher.
punishment.
Uh,
Bibi.
I teach.
They're
It's
going to name all of these animals in order. Flamingo, camel, penguin, frog, all of
the
them.
me. The me
Yes.
in
No, the
Spanish.
mismo. No, 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 no.
Choose one.
No, chus, bueno. Tú los vas a nombrar todos en orden. Eso es todo. Vas a tener
Okay.
15 segundos para nombrarlos en orden. Flamingo, camel, penguin, frog, crab, spider, todos.
Okay.
Los vas a nombrar todos. Vas a
Okay.
tener 15 segundos para hacerlo, ¿vale?
Okay. Now,
So, start.
flamingo, camel, penguin, frog, crab, spider, bear, elephant, fish, ladybug, zebra, pig, bird, giraffe, fox, cow, chicken, snake, turtle, seal.
Perfect. You took 13 seconds. Perfect. You're going to do the same with this image. Again, you're going to name all of these in order.
La nueva, pero no, me sale la misma.
No, es una nueva.
Sí, yes, okay. Elephant, turtle. ¿Qué? I teacher. I teacher. Okay. I teacher. You are bad. Okay. Ay, no, espere. ¿Qué hicieron?
So, you're going to
Okay,
have
bueno.
15
No,
seconds.
ya me pasó el tiempo.
No.
Bueno,
So, you're
no.
going to start now.
Okay,
15 seconds.
flamingo,
Yes.
camel, penguin, frog, crab,
Cat. Mhm.
spider, bird. Uh,
Bird.
I'm sorry, bird. Okay. Elephant, fish, ladybug, zebra, pig, beer. Okay, beer. Giraffe, fox, cow, chicken, spider. Uh,
Spider.
¿No es spider? Es que
Mm.
spider. Ay, no.
Snake.
Snake, yes, sorry. Snake is okay, turtle and seal.
Okay, seal. Perfect. It took 48 seconds. It was perfect. So, let's going to continue. So, Juliet, please. She would
Mm,
have avoided the theft if she had called, was calling the police.
okay.
Hmm.
She, espera. She will have avoided. Okay. I think that it is she will have avoided the theft if she had called the police.
Okay, let's see.
Mm,
It's like a relative clauses. Perfect. Thank you, Julie.
thank you.
So, Stella, please. This one. She told me that she was traveling or had traveled by plane last Sunday morning.
She told me that she had traveled by plane last Sunday morning.
Let's see. Perfect. Report speech and past perfect. Simple. Thank you, Stella. So, Vivi, again.
I am afraid. Oh my god. Okay.
Was she finishing or had she finished her work to go out at her home?
Ah, mm, had she finished? Mm,
Oh, had she finished it? This one?
yes.
Okay. You're safe. You are safe. So. Today we're going to see the usages of past perfect progressive. So, for today, I have some videos preparing for this topic. So, girls, do you know what is a disabled person? Can you imagine disabled person?
Someone that um can do I don't know how to say it, the normal stuff like people like us, like we have our all of our capabilities.
Yes,
Yeah,
limited people
to
because an accident. You're totally correct.
yes,
We are normal people. Yes,
yes.
normal. Like
Like I know you feel my
okay.
teeth in the word. Okay.
Okay. There are regular people, okay, regular people,
Yeah,
but there are other people who cannot behave like us
yeah.
because they had suffered any accident or they had suffered any kind of issue, and that issue affected terribly his or her body, his or her cognitive abilities, or something like that. So we're going to wow. Let me introduce you a sports woman from here, Colombia. She's Colombian, and her name is Paola Andreal. She's a Paralympic sporter. Okay. She's, she's apparently normal, but she suffered a terrible accident some years ago. So she had been riding in her bike during 1 hour when a truck crashed against her. She was under the truck. She was coming back to her home after training, and she was just 22 years old. So young. And she said, when I realized that I was under the truck, I felt like I had been blowing out inside me for hours. Blowing out, it is like broken in some tiny things. The doctors had been fighting to take me out of bed, but they couldn't. I was about to die. But my mother whispered in my ear. She had been talking to me all night about how much she and my family loved me. And I didn't know how, but the next day I started my recovery process. I had been waiting to ride again my bike. So after 8 months, I could do it again. But the accident left me huge damages in my bones and in my nervous system. So I gave up. I had been studying administration during some semesters until a day a Paralympic trainer proposed me to work on my abilities to compete in those sports. And now I am here. I had been training for years. I had won several medals. I had been in different world contests. Sometimes we need to learn that life is not easy. There will always be obstacles to achieve our goals, but at the moment we understand that we are closer to them. So she's Colombian, she's a real hero. And in her interview, we could realize that we used some specific structures. The past perfect continuous. I had been riding, or she had been riding in her bike during hours or during a period of time. So. I want to send you this infographic about the past perfect progressive and its usages. So, duration before something in the past. We use the past perfect continuous to show that something started in the past and it continued up until another time in the past for 5 minutes or for 2 weeks. And in this case, for example, she had been talking to me all night. The period of time that this situation happened was all night. We need to emphasize this period of time to highlight this importance. Are both durations which can be used with the past perfect continuous. However, the duration does not continue until now. Here we can say, for example, I had been waiting to ride again my bike. So after 8 months, I couldn't do it again. She had been waiting something important for her during some period of time. In this case was 8 months. It was not forever, it was just for 8 months. And for example here, how long had you been waiting to get on the bus? I had been waiting the bus for 2 hours. Yes, of course, you can use past, progressive for to do that sentence. It is okay, it is correct, and it is true. But it is important to start to introduce this kind of structures to our daily speech. And we're going to watch a video and we're going to reflect on it. So,
this. Yeah, next week, buddy. Friendship. The choices we make reveal the true nature of our character.
So, girls, it is empathy. It is about to it is disabilities or people with special needs are not far of us because in our daily activity as a teacher, we're going to face different kind of students that okay, physically they are totally correct. They are okay. They can run, they can write, they can read, and so on. But mentally, maybe they can different kind of issues. So let me know. Have you been sharing time with a disabled people? For example, at any time you cross a come to any person that have any kind of disability, and you share some words or share time, or this kind of situation are closer to you. So, who wants to start?
Me,
Do.
yes, me. Yeah. Um, it's funny to you to ask and to see this topic today or other day because yes, I actually work with a girl
Mhm.
that I don't know if I can call her. I don't know if that she is disabled because, as you say, she 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 looks completely normal, entre comillas. But you know, she has her characteristics that that in some points are I don't know how to say it are visible for others that she is not normal. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard sometimes, but I feel like this kind of people show us um teach us more about humanity that the people that can call themselves normal. So it is a beautiful experience. I'm very glad that I having this experience. Like wow, because every day I come home and I'm just totally amazed about the thing that she do and that she does. That that she teach other people every day. So it's a very beautiful experience.
Why do you say that she's not totally normal?
Um,
Behavior since she has to lead you to think like, this girl has something different.
um, she has a malformation in her brain. She born she born like that. It's not like uh, that happened an accident or something. No, she born like that. So
Genetic?
she has lived all his life with her life with that condition. She's 6 years old, so she's teeny.
Mm, these are tiny finger, these
Yeah, yeah,
tiny
she's
finger.
beautiful. She's a child, but you know, she just sometimes act like a grow old human and just like what? But yes, that it is a malformation in her brain that affect her in a cognitive way. So we limit. Well, she's growing, no? She's
Yes.
6 years old, but yeah, limit some of her life aspects like she um, 1.5 year ago she couldn't walk, so all the things that she's doing is like recently, and the process is wow with her. So yeah.
It's leaving behind some processes.
Yeah,
We all
exactly.
learn slower than others.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
but I agree that those kind of people teach us more than the normal and regular
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Yeah, totally. And it is like it is so weird because most of people, when we face those kind of situations, we felt or we feel so grateful to God,
yeah.
to the life.
Mhm.
And okay,
Mhm.
I'm just so I'm just a
Mhm.
drama queen when
Mhm.
I get a flu and okay, I'm going to die slowly,
Exactly.
flu or
I know.
something like that. Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you, Juliet, for sharing. And that is a beautiful experience that you have in
Yeah.
this.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, who's next?
I
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, still. No, okay, go ahead. Thank you.
All right. I had the experience of meet a person like that. She is like, godmother. Is my godmother's sister. She born normal, but I think after some years, maybe she was 10, and something happened with her, like it's some sickness, like I don't remember how to call it. It's like a flu, but very hard. And after that, she couldn't walk anymore.
Like a
Maybe
fever.
fever, a lot of fever. And I met her when she was an adult. Her name is Gloria. And as Juliet says, we learn a lot from them. She was going to one institute only for people with that these capacities. And after that, she went home and spent every day at home. And she used to paint. She had her hands are like not normal. She she can eat by herself, but it is very difficult. Her fingers, her hand. Also, she has problem when she talks. Um, but she can paint, and also to the activity with lana
Mm-hmm.
to sew.
Well,
Yes, and she used to do a lot of things like to cover the like bases for the television, like bases for a lot of things, and she worked very nice. And also is the other experience, like you find young people, healthy people who says everything is bad. I don't like my work. I feel that I do not deserve to live. It's like they are bored with their life when another people who suffer loves life.
yes. We need to learn a lot of grateful, a lot of, I don't know, empathy to other people. And that is beautiful because despite she had this difficulty, she discovered that she has a lot of talents like painting or some different kind of handicraft. It is amazing.
Yes,
It's beautiful.
yes, teacher.
Thank you, Stella. So,
Okay.
Vivi, what about you?
Okay, teacher. When I was child, I used to live in in Manizales,
Mhm.
eh, in a town called Villamarín. When I was living in that place, I had a friend, and my friend had lost her one eye.
Mm,
Yes, because she had suffered a serious infection.
Oh.
Yes, and lost her eye.
Mm.
That was very difficult for she,
For her.
yes, for
For her.
her. Yes, because she suffered a lot of bullying in the
Mm.
school. Yes, she was my best friend
Mm.
when I was child, and I was support. Uh, I was support a lot of. Oh, I was support very much. Yes, I was support for her. Yes,
You support her.
yes, I I said don't pay attention to stupid comments and come and play with me and
Oh.
and sometimes she forgot the bad experience that other children said, ah, the parrots. You are look at parrots, the parrots, and all all always say, ah, the parrot. That's very stupid. But okay, uh, uh, mm, one one out no, yeah, one out from her
Mhm.
propose, hey, I pay for a surgery and put in your eye an artificial eye. Yes,
Mm.
but she said, no, aunt, I don't want that. Yes,
Oh, it was very brave.
yes, uh, I want to have my bueno, el parchecito ese que se ponía en la nariz. Yes, and how do you say tiempo después?
After some time, after
After,
years, after.
okay, after two time, she mixed the color, the clothes with the parch. For
Wow.
example, she wore wearing she was wearing a red dress.
Mhm.
Her
Patch.
her patch
Parker, patch.
her
Fine.
patch was red.
Patch. Patch.
A patch, okay.
Patch.
Her patch was red too. Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
Was
She
beautiful.
matches. She matches
Patch,
his
okay,
clothing and the patch.
yes.
So
And
brave.
she se acostumbró,
Get used.
eh,
Got used.
got used the patch.
But it was very brave because she gave to the part a stylish and fancy
Yes,
coat.
yes. He, she doesn't accept the surgery because she said
She didn't.
it's very, sorry,
She didn't.
she did,
But
she didn't accept the surgery because she said uh, that was very strange because the one eye had moved, movimiento,
moving,
but the
motion,
other,
motion it, or working, or what is it?
yes,
You? Yes. Okay.
okay. But the other one, no. The other one is
Uh,
stop and without movement,
okay, quiet.
without work, and it's very. And she said it's very
One
strange.
eye, one eye will be working, and the other one working.
Yes. Uh-huh. And she said that was very strange. That she said she preferred the use the patch, and actually she used the patch.
Yes. It's a good example and a good lesson because most of us we are I don't know like we don't trust or maybe we don't like some parts of our body and go for a surgery. I don't know. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. leave, leave a little bit my nose or
It
reduce
was
my cheek
so,
or something like that.
yes, it's true. And the self-esteem, the her self-esteem,
Oh,
grow significantly. Yes,
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 totally. She accepted herself like she is,
yes,
and it is important.
yes.
A good
I
acceptance.
I was the first or the unique friend that I could see the her eye, the affected
Mm.
eye. Yes, she said me, hey, Viviana, you can see my eye. Yes, sure, I want, and and she
Curiosity,
showed.
curiosity.
Yes, yes, but I do respect. I always respect her. Yes, always. I was the unique person or the unique child was respect her condition. Never. Ay, nunca me burlé. I don't know how do you say that.
Hey?
Nunca me burlé. ¿Cómo se dice?
Ah, okay. Mock at
No.
her.
Yes, and she showed me her was very impressive for me once the first time, but that I don't say nothing. you know,
What can I say? What could I say about it? No words.
yes,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
yes,
for opening that part of your body for me. It is important. It is
yes,
good to say thank you.
yes. Her eyes was closed. No, I don't. Okay. When I was child, I imagined, oh my gosh, she has a hole in the eye. Oh, yes, it was afraid for that. But when she showed me, was her eye was closed. Was closed. Cerrado. ¿Lo está cerrado?
Closed, yes.
Yeah. Yes. It was very impressive.
And she could open it or just close?
No, just class, just class.
Whoa.
Always just class. O sea, she didn't open the eye.
God.
Couldn't open the eye. Mhm.
No. The real thing here is we need more education in special needs because we're going to face as a teachers
Mm,
these kind of situations every day. And bullying is a reality, and children and teenagers and even the adults are so cruel. And we need to educate in those kind of things. Okay, she is blind or she kind of sees with an eye or something like that. And it is totally normal. It could be normal. It must be normal. You know,
yes,
in
yes,
our
yes.
reality.
It's true. Teacher, what about you?
About me, no, really, I didn't. Really, okay, yes. I worked for a bank for Patria for some period of time, and I have a coworker. Then she couldn't walk well. She used crutches. I didn't remember how to say that. It is muleta, muleta, muletas, crutches. She used crutches. We have to work one Sunday in a month, and it was totally terrible for me. I hate to work on Sundays, especially because I had to call customers in order to tell them, okay, you're in arrears, you are owing a product. Okay, when are you going to pay? And guess what? Imagine you receive a call in Sunday, and okay, are you going to pay today or tomorrow? And it is totally disgusting for me to work at that place on Sunday. But she, my co-worker, she couldn't walk, and she felt so grateful for that company because it allowed her to work on that, and she had to walk to reach that place like 20 minutes, and she always was happy, and she, okay, I could walk. I didn't need my crutches. Okay, I didn't need my wheelchair, and I was so happy. I was totally embarrassed about myself because I was okay. I had to work on Sunday, and you're so happy. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? Anyways, those kind of people gives us huge lessons, because it is important to learn from that, and don't be ungrateful about our gifts, about our lives.
Yes, that is true, teacher.
Don't. So, girls, we're going to watch another video from another real and Colombian hero. His name is Jason Aristizábal.
My name is Jason Aristizabal.
Buenas tardes, qué buena. ¿Cómo les va? Yo tengo
I have cerebral palsy.
un tío médico
A doctor told my mom that I would amount to nothing.
para nada. Todas las
All these difficult circumstances
me movieron
push me to be independent.
independiente. Entendí
I learned that I would be able to accomplish everything I put my mind to.
vivo en
I live in the district of Agua Blanca.
es una de las
It's one of the poorest areas in Cali.
muchos niños en Agua Blanca.
Many children with disabilities in Agua Blanca grow up with no type of opportunity because families don't know how to take care of them. They think that it's God's punishment.
Es muy
It's
importante.
very important to change that way of thinking.
Hola, Julián. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Bueno, vamos para fisioterapia. En el garaje.
I began doing therapy out of my parents' garage.
Hola, ¿cómo van? ¿Cómo te ha ido?
The foundation now has its own location.
Tenemos
We have therapy services,
la otra. Eso.
medical treatment, school.
Good morning, class. Bueno, nuestro principal.
Our greatest interest is for the children to be happy.
¡Bravo!
They sing, they play, they dance.
Corriendo, corriendo, por aquí. Eso.
We have transformed the lives of thousands of children.
Ay, esa risa. El mensaje
The message I want to give people with disabilities is, yes, you can. Never give up. Always fight for your dreams.
So, this is an amazing guy, isn't he? So, we can say that he was an active collaborator of those kind of initiatives because his mother had been encouraging him to do it. So, behind this amazing guy, we have a strong and brave mother that, okay, I'm not going to give it up because a doctor said that you're not going to have a future. No, sir. I'm your mother, and you're going to rise like anyone. And we also could say that he was recognized as a hero, as a CNN hero in 2016, and obviously he received economic compensation for his work because he had been working for more than 10 years in this kind of events and situations and activities. So, before to reflect in this situation, let's going to see an structure for past perfect progressive. So, cause of something in the past. We said that he was an active collaborator in those initiatives because her mother had been encouraging him to do it. in this part. Susan was exhausted because she had been running for 2 hours. Any kind of event has a consequence. Susan was exhausted, and this guy, he was an active collaborator. Those are effects of something, as a result of something. Susan was exhausted because she had been running for 2 hours. And this guy could be the collaborator or the great person because her mother had been encouraging him to do it. Susan estaba exhausta porque ella había estado corriendo por horas. Él es un colaborador activo de este tipo de iniciativas o de estas iniciativas porque su madre lo había estado motivando a hacerlo. Ese es inicialmente el mensaje. Las causas de algo. Para decir la causa de algo utilizamos el pasado perfecto progresivo. So, girls, do you know or have you ever known a person who could transform something apparently difficult into a great opportunity? Because I don't have any person now in this moment, but I consider that you know him, this guy, Nick Bohisic or Boyage. This guy has completely transformed his reality. Apparently, he was disabled, a totally disabled people, and maybe he couldn't have a great future. However, nowadays he's an amazing speaker. He had written a lot of books, motivational books, and his speeches are amazing. So, what about you girls? Have you ever known someone who could transform a difficulty or a difficult situation into a great opportunity?
Teacher, difficult, what?
Difficult situation, something
In my
difficult, difficult experience, and that person could transform that difficult situation into something important, into something positive for him or for her.
um, hmm, okay, in my life or other people?
Other people.
Okay, let me see, please.
Take your time. Juliet for Stella.
Um, well, like something radical or I don't
No,
know.
you're right. Hello.
Okay, no, because no,
Changes. No,
I
that
have.
dimension is quite difficult. But
Okay,
changes are. It is important to value those kind of transformations.
dale. Eh, pues, no, estoy hablando en español. Eh, well, like I said, something radical? No,
No, radical.
but I don't know. My teacher, my research group leader, you met
Yes.
her? Yes.
Yes.
Um, she's like one of those people like I don't know, stand up and say no. You see this as difficult, but it's not difficult as you think. You have to try it. And sometimes we found ourselves just trying it, and then we realized that it wasn't too hard. So you have to take the initiative, and that's what she gave that she gave us the I don't know, maybe if
Important message. Yes.
yeah, if I don't know how to say it. Maybe you can put it like this, like the typical phrase that if someone believes in you first, maybe you can really realize that you can. Yeah,
Mm,
it's just like the cliche phrase, but sometimes it's very true. So it it she sees the opportunities that maybe we are not seeing.
got it.
So it's like um how to say it? Te abre los ojos is like
A vision, a broad vision from
yeah.
things.
So yes, she she turns the difficulty into opportunities for us, and and give us the that vision of life, because it's not like just that in that moment, yeah, but for to us to applicate in our daily life. So it's like maybe sometimes yes, you say wow, she thinks that everything is easy, because yes, sometimes it's like whoa whoa whoa, calm down. Not everything is easy, but you then realize, hey, wow, no, she's right, and that for teeny that it looks, if it can be life changing, you know.
Mhm. It is radical. It is totally radical because to give you the opportunity to see the difference and the reality from the other side, for the bright side, it is not easy.
Mhm.
It's not easy
Yeah.
because we are surrounded for by negative situations, and
Yeah.
news are bad, newspapers are bad, radio are worst, or something like that.
Yeah,
But
because
to find
for
a person
example,
like this,
uh-huh, I can totally say that I'm not optimistic person. I'm not, and I'm sometimes terrified for the people that is very optimistic, like, oh my god, just no, no, it's not like that. And sometimes I feel overwhelmed by all that optimistic view of life, and just like it's not me, but sometimes we need that, and that's very, I don't know, I know you can.
we need that sparkle, that hope in our lives.
Yes.
And it is totally normal that you are so pessimistic.
Nah. Oh my God. Again.
It is
S-
normal because you're young, and it is
Stop it. Stop it.
totally,
Stop.
but it is a bad thing, Juliet. What can we do? It's totally normal. Don't feel bad about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
More years later, you are going to be the positive.
I hope
Don't
so.
worry about it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for that. And it is important, yes, to find those kind of people in our lives. Yes,
Yes.
especially because she has a difficult life. It is not like a bed of roses, her
Yeah.
life. She has
Exactly.
been thrown for difficult situation, and
Yes.
she keeps her positive mind.
Yes.
It's important. Thank you, Juliet. And be optimistic, please.
I will try. I'm not
Uh,
make promises, but I will try.
you'll do it. So, anyone else?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, you.
Okay, that I say is not a most difficult situation in the world, but it's difficult for me for the experience in the hospital. A lot of experience in the hospital. Okay, my son was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome. It's
Mm,
a illness, a genetic illness. Yes, and the illness that doesn't have a cure. Yes. Okay, and for the reason he go to a lot of time in the hospital. Yes,
mm,
many times in the hospital because the illness attacked the say articulate sorry articulation There,
Some specific things, specific features, specific characteristics.
yes, okay. And so what what that what has it, well, what have been, yes, yes, what
Yes.
has been the experience with illness? The first time I was really depressed for
Mm,
that. Yes, but really depressed.
obviously.
I don't accept that because for me it was incredible when I watched in the internet about the illness. I said, oh
Mm.
my gosh, why, why,
It is the
why?
worst thing, no? It is the worst thing.
I researched in different pages. Oh my God. But my son was quiet. He don't doesn't preocupación.
Worries.
Yes, and was and he transmit
No.
the that that feeling to me. Uh, and one time he saw the child in a bad condition. The child was sitting in a wheelchair, and his child doesn't move. No se podía mover. Okay, didn't move. Okay.
It couldn't move.
Yes. And he said me, "Hey, mommy, I am a fortune." And
Mm.
I said, "Why?" Because you can see the child that didn't move. I am move. I can play. I can study. I can all. A pesar de que, how do you say a pesar de que?
And
Well,
despite.
despite my illness, I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing.
Mhm.
I, I was ay, llorar,
Right.
cry a lot crying for that. And she said, yes, it's true. And the since moment I don't have any more depressed. I don't have any
No.
more depressed. And she said, yes, it's a positive. If my son is positive, me too, me too. Um, that for the unique reason that she said, I don't want more that mommy when he had the appointment medical. Ay,
Mhm.
a él no le gusta.
It was
Ay,
alive.
again, once more. Yes, you know, you must go to the appointment medical every month or 3 months. Yes, she goes for the check for the yes for the check
For checking, yes, for checking.
for check yes. But he he his attitude is very positive.
Really, how positive.
Yes, he never searched in the internet about the illness. He never asked him to the doctor, hey doctor, told me or no, tell me about this illness. Explain, no. Yeah, he's very relaxed.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, and
how
that
old is
is
he? How old is he?
sorry, teacher.
How old is? How old is?
Now he's 13 years old.
13? Wow, so
Yes,
young.
and he was diagnosed with that illness in 20, 2014. 2014.
2004?
2014,
Ah,
2014.
okay.
Yes.
2014. Okay,
Uh,
2014.
and he never asked me, why me? Why me? Ay, or cry? No, never.
Oh,
The unique
you have a
time,
hero in your home, Viviana. You have a real hero.
yes. Yes. And he supporting me. He support me. Yes.
Oops,
For me,
yes.
for me,
Yes.
yes.
Mm,
And
what a
sometimes
bless.
at night I couldn't sleep for thin and thin and thin in that illness. Yes, but was very horrible. But now I am very relaxing. All is in the head. Oh my God.
Totally agree. Totally
Yes,
agree. God places the enough peace in your heart to get over the situation. No.
yes. The question now doesn't is why. The question is the question is why no? Why? No. The question is now ¿por qué no nosotros? Yes. Yes. It's a positive question, yes. Oh, what is the reason for that?
What for? Yes. What is the
What,
purpose of this
what
situation?
for? Mm-hmm. What for? Okay.
So brave and so admirable because he's too young. We didn't realize or we didn't, I don't know, we didn't accept this kind of situations because we think that while we are growing, we acquired more maturity and we can get over different kind of situation and it is totally wrong. Maybe children have more positive attitude and more lessons to teach us than
Yes,
we.
he teach. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
admirable. Thank
yes.
you, Viviana, for sharing that beautiful and brave story.
Thanks, teacher.
So, Stella, what about you?
Yes, teacher. I don't have a story like that, but I hear something that maybe it was true. Um, like how to, from a negative situation, get something good. I hear about a man. It was a family. The parents have like a lot of money, and they didn't like him too much. Then they give most of the capital, just like the lands and that,
Yes.
to the others,
Mhm.
and he just got a a piece of land. It was like very, it wasn't nice,
Mhm.
como una montaña de piedra,
Like a mountain.
like a mountain of stones.
Mhm.
And he accept. He didn't have any other choice. And after some times, he realized that he could exploit that, and he was like a lot of stone to sell, like special stone to sell. And he got a lot of money from that.
Wow, this is a beautiful story. Yes. And it is like a metaphor of the situation. We are always going to
Yes.
see obstacles and the barriers of the life and like a bunch of stones or something like that. But if
Yes.
we look carefully on those kind of stones, we can find positive situations from that.
Yes.
Yeah, totally agree with you. So, girls, finally, we're going to see two important tips here for past perfect progressive. I'm going to send to you again this infographic. So, don't use non-continuous verbs in past perfect progressive. Non-continuous verbs are these kind of words. For example, the motorbike had been belonging to George for years before time about it. Belonging is a non-continuous verb because it doesn't have any specific line to continue or any specific way to process or continue the action. La motocicleta ha estado perteneciendo a Jorge por años antes de que Tina la comprara. It doesn't happen since. For that reason, we use those kind of verbs in past perfect. The motorcycle had been belonging to George for years before Tina bought it. La motocicleta ha pertenecido a Jorge por años antes de que Tina la comprara. So those kind of verbs are applied for this kind of situations. And finally, correct adverb placement. Adverbs like only, like often, like always, we're going to place them between had and been. Always. Not here after the subject, not here after the verb, not before the verb. Always will be between had and been. Always. And in questions, had you only been waiting there for a few minutes where she arrived? Always adverbs, any kind of adverbs, we're going to place them here in questions after the subject and before the be. And that's it. So, switch to Spanish, girls. ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿Alguna observación? ¿Alguna duda con referencia al tema que vimos?
No, profe, todo
No,
pues,
teacher.
yo fui la que me
Very
confundí,
good. Yeah.
pero todo.
No, teacher, it's okay.
Nada. Muy bonitas las historias, niñas. Juliet, no es para que te sientas, ay, otra vez soy la niña. No, es algo totalmente positivo que nos ilumines con tu juventud, porque eso es muy
I know,
bonito.
I know, I
Estar en
know.
es bonito porque, ay, uno lo ve todo así, todo. Sí, obviamente uno dice que sí, que es negativo, pero no. Y Juliet, aprovecha estos añitos que tienes, aprovechas que estás rodeada de muchas personas que saben mucho y saca lo mejor de ti, que yo sé y estoy totalmente segura que tú vas a ser una gran profesional, vas a aprender muchísimo, muchísimo.
No,
Eh,
thank you very much.
Qué rico que nos estés acompañando porque pues obviamente tú eres así, la que lleva la batuta y la que summarize, la que resume todo el tema en esa hermosa historia porque sí, es totalmente cierto, es una bonita metáfora de cómo tenemos que convertir esos problemas en oportunidades porque de cada piedra hay algo positivo para ver. Gracias. Y Viviana, que arrasó con todo, con ese super hijo, no me parece el colmo, me parece el colmo porque fue un gran ejemplo y creo que a todas nos movió porque es algo hermoso. Solamente Dios le pone a uno la paz en el corazón y creo que a tu hijo le puso de primeras la paz en el corazón para que la
Sí,
pudiera repartir entre todos ustedes, porque no es una situación fácil.
total, porque yo en un principio, cuando ya el doctor me dijo, yo dije que no le dijera a él, porque yo pensé que él iba a reaccionar mal. Y resulta que la que reaccionó mal fui yo.
No, obvio, total,
Cuando le
claro.
dijeron, él era ahí como sentado como si le estuvieran diciendo al de al lado. Y él como nomás miraba y yo nomás lo miraba a él y a mí se me aguaba el ojo. Y no, salimos de allá y yo nomás lo miraba y él seguía como sin nada, como si no le hubieran dicho nada, como le hubieran dicho al que estaba sentado al lado de él. Y yo, Dios
No,
mío. Entonces yo decía, bueno, la tranquilidad como de él, como si será normal. Entonces yo empezaba como a buscar, a nadar contra la corriente. Pero
claro,
no, pero resulta que es que él es así, todo por no tener tranquilidad y gracias a Dios, porque imagínate, él en una depresión, y, pero porque hay cuestionándose, pues gracias a Dios, que ha sido así, cuando ha ido a las hospitalizadas, todo y lo que le han tenido que hacer, súper tranquilo, Dios mío, entonces él me transmitió que finalmente estamos.
hermoso, 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 una lección muy linda para toda la vida, definitivamente. Eso no es para un poquito, sino
Definitivamente
para
sí.
toda la vida.
Sí, sí, de verdad, uno a veces las personas que tienen, como lo que vimos en los videos, esas discapacidades, entre comillas, pues físicas, le hacen dar pena a uno, en serio.
Oh,
Le hacen dar pena a uno, uno dice, uy, por Dios, ¿verdad? Como se queja todos los días, uno completo con todos sus cinco sentidos bien, y ay, yo no puedo. Y ellos, por Dios, que su cuerpo es un desafío diario y las cosas que pueden hacer. Total.
totalmente, totalmente. Son aprendizajes y pues para eso estamos, para aprender. Y
Sí,
pues qué
sí.
bueno. Que podamos tener esas personas aún en el planeta Tierra a pesar de tantas cosas negativas que tenemos alrededor
Ese
de
es el
nosotros.
para qué, ese es el para qué. La pregunta es, ¿para
Vale.
qué me tocó eso? Mira, el por qué, ese es el para qué. Para poderle a esas personas enseñarle a los que estamos completos y que nos quejamos y chillamos todos los días. Vean, yo puedo, o sea, cómo no.
Totalmente. Pienso que ese es el what for de ellos, totalmente. Totalmente. Bueno, niños, entonces les voy a enviar ya mismo la infografía de eso y nos vemos entonces el jueves. Muchas gracias por venir. Que descansen, que duerman y se cuidan mucho. Dios las bendiga.
Lo
Juiciosos.
mismo, chao chicas, que descansen.
Muchas
Same.
gracias
Bye bye,
igualmente. Feliz
girls.
noche.
See ya.
Muchas gracias.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Chica, Martina, chica, Martina.